Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and time now for the nation's sharpest opinion. Bengaluru, the IT hub of India, is a melting pot, a cosmopolitan city with a proud legacy that is rooted in the commitment to drive India's progress in every way. What happened today on the streets of Bengaluru is a blot. Nobody in their right mind can justify the images, and I'll just show them right now, of mindless vandalism and rampage that went on almost unabated across Bengaluru today. In the name of defending the supremacy of Kannada over English, all kinds of elements, and no, I will not call them pro-Kannada activists, they are fringe elements trying to hijack and exploit an issue to undertake an agenda that is lawless. From car showrooms to malls to global brands, stone pelting, hooliganism. What is going on? Ladies and gentlemen, what is even more worrying is the silence of the government in Karnataka. The government of Karnataka, which should be stopping these groups, barely had any frugal presence as these groups went from one location to another. These people want to preach about national security. These people who can't control some fringe elements in the heart of Bengaluru. But the larger question today is, ladies and gentlemen, what is the message that we are trying to send out as Indians? Are we trying to send out a message that fringe elements can do whatever they want in the name of regional pride and the state does nothing? Are we sending a message that fringe elements can take the law into their own hands in India's IT capital and the state will simply watch because it may please a frugal constituency? Access to airports was blocked. Ambulances were stuck. Traffic in many parts of Bengaluru came to a standstill. Ladies and gentlemen, over-regionalization by the fringe cannot become a justification in the name of federalism in India. I have long believed that the local regional players may benefit from this over-regionalism, but there has to be a larger national good that must come first. Because this sinister attempt to alienate through lawless means is not making a case for regional pride. In my view, ladies and gentlemen, we need to be and are abundantly proud of our roots and our languages and our unity in diversity, no doubt. But vandalism in the name of regional pride, what happened in Bengaluru today, is unacceptable in today's India. We must stand against it, irrespective of the political profiteering and appeasement benefit that it may bring for some. That is my view. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happened in Bengaluru. Then we'll debate.
"18 kilometers of rampage and vandalism in India's IT capital." Pro-Kannada group Karnataka Rakshana Vedike held Bengaluru hostage with this protest. Their demand ensures 60% use of Kannada on signage across the city. Watch as even luxury car makers face the wrath on the streets. These hotel workers threatened for non-Kannada boards. The language divide at a time when PM Modi himself has stated that all languages are valuable in India.
कि आज का किस तरह कुछ पार्टियों का इकोसिस्टम पूरी शक्ति से देश को मुख्य मुद्दों से भटकाने में लगा हुआ है। हमें कभी ऐसी पार्टियों के जाल में नहीं फंसना। नई नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी में स्थानीय भाषाओं प्राथमिकता देना, हर क्षेत्रीय भाषा के प्रति हमारे कमिटमेंट को दिखा।
But the vandalism witnessed today, the blocking of key highways, cut the city off from the world.
a few fringe elements belonging to the Karnataka Rakshana Vedike laid the entire city of Bengaluru to siege, and they also vandalized property, gated communities, pubs, bars, restaurants, hotels, sweet shops, and also private establishments and malls too. Team Republic did go ahead and track the Karnataka Rakshana Vedike's fringe elements for over 18 kilometers, where they left a trail of destruction in their wake too. Some of the passengers and some of the people who did go ahead and speak to Republic stated that they were worried about their safety and also their well-being as well.
Ambulances, patients bore the brunt in many parts.
I am a cancer patient. I have come here to stay out from a cold area, just to stay for my health conditions. But I am so much terrified. I saw somebody is attacking our hotel. They may do something else, and we are upstairs. How can we prevent ourselves? How can we save ourselves? Is this a proper way?
Police response was also found wanting, both in urgency and magnitude. Ironically, one proud pro-Kannada agitator was confronted by Republic Kannada for this.
ನಿಮಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೇನು? ಕನ್ನಡದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಭಿಮಾನ ಇದೆ?
ಸರ್, ಮೈಯಲ್ಲಿರೋ ರಕ್ತದ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೂ ಕನ್ನಡ ರೋಷ, ಸ್ವಾಭಿಮಾನ ಕಿಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಹಚ್ಚಿ ಹುಚ್ಚು ತರ ಹರಿತಾ ಇದೆ ಸರ್.
ಕನ್ನಡ ಅಭಿಮಾನ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಚ್ಚೆ ಇದೆ. ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ?
ಯಾವ ಭಾಷೆ ದ್ವೇಷಕರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಕನ್ನಡ.
ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಮೇಡಮ್, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಇದೆ, ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? ನಾನು ಕ್ಯಾಶುವಲ್ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
ಇದೆ, ಟ್ಯಾಟೋ ಇದೆ, ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಲ್ವಾ, ನಾವ್ ಯಾವ ಭಾಷಿಕ ದ್ವೇಷನೂ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಾವ್ ಯಾವ ಭಾಷೆನೂ ದ್ವೇಷ ಅಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮವ್ವ ಎತ್ತ ತಾಯಿ ಮೊದಲು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಪಕ್ಕದ ಮನೆ ಆಂಟಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕು.
Who is stoking the fire? Was the situation mishandled? Could this have been stopped? Let's debate.
Rashmi Sawant, Tanveer Ahmed, Abhishek, Sudhir. My first question is to the BJP spokesperson, Prashant GS. Prashant, I am told the BJP cannot criticize this group that has carried out this vandalism because you are also supporting them. Or rather that they are so powerful that you have to support them and you can't criticize them.
Arnab, whoever is given that information is absolutely wrong. BJP never stands for violence in any form. May it be these fringe elements who have created this ruckus in Bangalore. I want to put it on record that it seems to be a state-sponsored event only to divert people from the misgovernance of the Sidramaya and DK Shivakumar government. They want to divert attention of the people, and therefore they're resorting to all these things. You had the hijab issue a couple of days back. It fell out when the Delhi leaders of Congress intervened. Sidramaya had to step back. Now he has brought about this issue. Otherwise, how on earth do you think that intelligence has failed so much and the fringe elements have a free fall for 18 kilometers and they go on rampaging the entire city and the police are good spectators? So I put it on record that BJP will never stand with this fringe element. We stand for Kannada pride as much as every Kannada citizen is and a proud Kannadiga. But we do not indulge in this violence, and at no point in time we encourage these fringe elements. In fact, the Congress is actively supporting them by telling the police probably to say go slow on them, because otherwise at no point in time you can say that 18 kilometers police could not chase away these fringe elements. They have actively supported them to divert the attention from bigger issues which are plaguing the state. So therefore
Abhishek disagrees with you, Abhishek.
Not wanting to take issue
Abhishek
with them. We are never with these fringe elements. We are all for Kannada pride, and we also believe in the territorial nationalism. We believe in the language, we love the language, and we will support it. But at no point in time we can allow these fringe elements to have a free quote on.
You disagree with the sentiment that Kannada is disrespected by non-Kannadigas in Bangalore. We all know non-Kannadigas in Bangalore learn two words. They say Kannada gottilla, which means I can't speak Kannada. And the Kannadigas are supposed to just accept it. And they have accepted it. That's okay. Nobody is saying learn Kannada. I'm a Kannadiga. I speak Kannada, I speak Tamil, I speak Hindi, I speak English. Why is it that someone living in Chennai speaks Tamil, someone from Kolkata, whether they're Bengali or not, speaks Bengali? Why can't a Kannadiga or a non-Kannadiga both speak Kannada? I want to ask the BJP spokesperson, are you saying that this movement to follow the law is that 60% of the signs must be in Kannada? Are you saying that the movement that this law should be followed, are you against it? Is that the position of the BJP? Is that the position of the
Gentlemen, we are not against the law. We are against the fringe elements taking charge of it.
That seems to be
Are you supporting the fringe elements? Are you saying that the law has to be taken into your own hands? You will go on streets rampaging with it. There is a process of law. There is a process of law to be followed. Issue a complaint. You can't go and damage the public property and say it's for love for the language.
Nobody is saying, answer the question. Do you support the sentiment behind the protest? Do you support the sentiment? Answer the question.
Gentlemen, kindly understand my point of view. We are all for Kannada pride and Kannada culture.
Involved in this
does not
protest,
mean
you can see that they have Chinese and English.
in the hands of a few goons.
They all wear English brands.
This has not been followed, and please take appropriate action in accordance with law.
And I can clearly see the
MP can take appropriate action in accordance with law. You can't let the goons go on rampage.
They have a history of extortion. They have a history of vandalism. They have a history of hitting BBMP workers who simply removed posters of the Kannada Rakshana Vedike when it was put in, unlawful places. Illegal posters put up on the Drupatunga road. When the BBMP people try to remove it, these people hit up the BBMP workers. Not only that, you know what these people did? This organization, the KRV threw ink on the sitting mayor in Belgaum, and when he was removed, they went on to install the wife of a KRV leader as the next mayor. So you can clearly see that their protests have always been politically motivated. They have resorted to violence. They have resorted to extortion to ends which are not justified. You can clearly see that their sentiment is not about the preservation of the language. As a Kannadi, I can clearly see this. I can clearly see this. What they're trying to do is damaging my state.
Are you saying the
and it is horrible for me. If the intention behind this was to reinforce the language, I could see it as a Kannadi. I cannot see it. Sorry, I cannot see it. What KRV is doing is not reinforcing the Kannada pride. Instead, what they're doing is trying to install their own people in political positions, strong arm people, extort people, and instill the fear of God in people to do their bidding. That's all they're doing. If they were so proud, there was no way women who say that, there's Kannada in their blood, they have English tattoos all over their body. The leader of KRV, he went and he met with, DK Shivkumar just 10 days ago. And DK Shivkumar,
I would say today, one minute. Rashmi, I would say today that this group should immediately sack this one member who has an English tattoo on her hand. If you are saying that Starbucks cannot be written in English, if you are saying that Starbucks cannot be written in English and all Starbucks signboards will be broken, then why do you have an English tattoo on your hand? That is number one, plain hypocrisy. The second point is, I am appalled that a lawyer like Abhishek Sudhir, I am appalled that a person like him who says he's educated in the UK, is a trained barrister, is a practicing lawyer, aspiring politician, comes on my program, Tanveer, and justifies violence, saying the means justify the end. No, that is precisely what he's saying. You are being utterly opportunistic about it. You are the danger. People like you who use hyper-regionalism to justify your short-term political ends and your own budding political aspirations. You are the threat. You are not talking about a 60% signage rule. You are talking about the moral right of this group to carry out violence across the city of Bangalore. And you are trying to pass the buck. And you are unwilling. People like you and Tanveer are unwilling to lay the blame on the Congress government, which is hand in glove with these elements. The Congress government is 100% hand in glove with these elements.
They are paid agents of Congress government.
Tanveer, you saw this today. Which side are you on?
Abhishek, sir, it is my time, sir. Your name is not Tanveer. Let me speak. Karnataka and Kannada is just not a language.
Can't hear you, Tanveer.
Identity. It is our identity, and we have.
Can't hear. Not getting the audio.
And proper. Arnab, Kannada is not a language. Arnab,
no, not here. Yeah, I can hear you now. Go on.
Kannada is just not our language. It is our identity. Kannada is just not our language. Kannada is not just a language. It is our identity. It is our pride. And we would do anything to protect, promote and propagate our language and our culture. We are a $1 trillion economy in Bangalore.
Anything means what?
The Marwadis,
Anything means what?
The Sindhis, the Tamil, the Telugu to come and here and work. Arnab, let me tell you, if violence is a result,
You're dividing people of India now.
do it. Why? Because our identity is in danger. Our identity. 1 second, Prashant. It is my time. Prashant, it is my time. Please.
Dividing people of
Prashant, you are. Prashant, 1 second. Prashant, don't hackle. I am a better hackler than you. Prashant, just keep quiet. ಸತ್ತಂತಿಯರನ್ನು ಬಡೆದೆಚ್ಚರಿಸು ಅಂತ ನಿಮಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಹೇಳಿರೋದು. ಸತ್ತಂತಿಯರನ್ನು ಬಡೆದೆಚ್ಚರಿಸು, ಕಚ್ಚಾಡುವರನ್ನು ಕೂಡಿಸುವಳಿಸು, ಬಾರಿಸು ಕನ್ನಡ ಡಿಂಡಿಮ ಅಂತ ಕುವೆಂಪು ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿರೋದು ನಿಮ್ಮಂತವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಕನ್ನಡ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಕನ್ನಡ ಒಂದು ಭಾವೈಕತೆ, ಒಂದು ಭಾವ, ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೇಮ. ಬೇಕ್ರಿ.
You do not speak for all Kannadigas and do not
ಪ್ರೇಮ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಪುಟ್ಟ
Don't display this thing.
ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ನೀವು?
We can debate in Kannada in Republic Kannada channel. Tomorrow to Arnab's Kannada channel we will debate in Kannada. Come to Republic Kannada tomorrow. Tanveer, we will debate it there. We will debate in Kannada tomorrow in Republic Kannada. Don't show your multilinguistic. You may be. Come to Republic Kannada. Kannada channel. We will talk there. We will discuss in Kannada only.
Shame on you.
What are you trying to prove here, Tanveer?
Absolutely shame on you and people like you who are calling people who are fighting for Kannada.
You must be ashamed. You must be ashamed to be in this position. You are neither here nor there in the political arena. Trying to gain some brownie points here by supporting this food war on the road. You are supporting it, vandalizing properties, and
Kannada is an
stable lawyers there with you.
To be a
What sort of
I am a Kannadiga.
activism you are talking? Is this the activism you are talking about? Vandalizing properties and destroying public property is what you stand for?
You are really giving away the culture which this culture has
to
protection
cultural
to the entire
loss.
country. We contribute 12%
how
to
are
the
we
economy.
preserving culture, sir, by vandalizing boards? How are we preserving culture? All they're doing is
contributing
they're
to become
spreading
$1
fear.
trillion economy only in Bangalore. And then
It is
you
not by these fringe elements.
Yes.
Tanveer Ahmed, these fringe elements do not contribute even 1 rupee to the economy.
Shame on you.
They're ruining the
These
very
fringe elements don't contribute even 1 rupee to the economy.
vandalizing.
They have ensured that
Karnataka Rakshana
business can have lost money today.
to national
unsafe and
television
unwelcome for
ಕನ್ನಡ ಪರ ಹೋರಾಟಗಾರರಿಗೆ ಬೈತಾರೆ.
Compensate for that.
ಪಕ್ಷನ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಪಕ್ಷನ ನಾಳೆ
Goons are going to compensate, is it?
Violence. And it's just
State goons of Congress and your vandalists are going to compensate people for loss of business, is it?
who are absolutely hypocrites. You have no right to speak about Kannada and Kannada identity.
Tanveer, why are you bringing Kannada pride here? Talk about goondas on the road.
One minute. Tanveer.
Have some shame.
Kannada language
Tanveer,
is goondas.
Tanveer.
I love Tamilians.
Kannada language
I love
does not
Telugu.
support goondas.
I love
Tanveer.
Gujaratis. I love
Tanveer.
Marwaris. But
Tanveer,
my love
Tanveer,
for Kannada is
Tanveer, 1 minute. First of all, I respect you, my friend. But if you're speaking in Kannada, some of our panelists and viewers may not understand. You don't need to prove your love for Kannada. Even I love Kannada, though I don't speak the language. We are proud of the fact that Republic Kannada is the #1 channel in Karnataka today. But my question to you is, sir, Tanveer, listen, do you think this will not affect the economy? The business potential and the investment into Karnataka and Bengaluru in particular.
Arnab,
Question number 1.
Arnab,
what message is being sent out
is of
to
a
foreign
lesser
investors
problem.
or domestic
Arnab,
investors about Bengaluru? 1 minute.
Arnab,
1 minute.
Affecting economy. Arnab, affecting economy is of a lesser problem, but affecting my identity is a bigger problem. My identity as a Kannadiga, I have all the right to protect. My identity as a Kannadiga, my identity and my culture of Kannada culture.
Stopping your identity, Tanveer. Nobody is stopping your identity.
Even at the cost of my life.
Why are you siding with the goons?
Even at the cost of my life.
There is a process of law to be followed.
Shame on people like
And please follow the process of law.
who are coming and they have
Kannada
nothing
pride
that they have
cannot
to
say
please their master
you do
city
unconstitutional
for.
things.
I have
You
no
can't
master.
vandalize
My
properties and
identity
say
belongs, my
you
respect
have love for the
belongs to
language.
Kaveri Nivar. My respect belongs to the Sri Gandhara Marari.
Some shame, please.
I have love for the language.
These activists are
Before you
nowhere to be seen during the Kaveri issue.
Before you promote
People like
During
you,
the Kaveri
people
issue,
like
this
you are
group will never be
blinded.
seen.
People like you are fools.
They are paid agents of the Congress government.
People like
They
you
are
are
paid agents
fools.
of the Congress government.
People like you are fools who doesn't really feel pride
Mr.
in
Tanvir,
your identity as a
Mind your
Kannadiga.
language.
Stop that.
ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯಿಂದ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡಿಗ
Culture
ಅಂತ.
is coming out. Your culture is coming out. Your upbringing is coming out in the way you're talking.
My language.
And you're
Coming out in the way you're talking.
affected by what other Kannadigas
Mind your
do
language.
because of these acts of violence.
I don't need an identity.
This
I don't need
culture
respect
of
from
violence
people like
is
you
writing.
who'd come here and speak
Kannadiga
to pro-Karnataka
writing
activists as
and
fringe elements.
violence.
Shame on
Please.
you.
Please.
Shame on you and I have...
Shame on you.
Hold
What
on.
is it you're taking pride in?
Shame on you.
Writing and
Siding with the
promoting
Congress
violence.
people.
Shame on you.
You're supporting the
Shame
people
on you.
committing violence.
Shame on you for sitting on national TV, promoting violence, promoting vandalism, promoting extortion in the name of being a Kannadiga. Shame on you for doing that.
vocabulary is
You're not
so
speaking
poor.
of any Kannadiga.
Build it up.
You're ruining all our
Saying
names
shame on
by
you.
saying that is
Talk
what it
something
means to
which
be a
makes sense,
Kannadiga or a
Mr. Tanvir
Kannadiga.
Ahmed.
I am a proud
Talk something
Kannadiga and
which
I
makes
represent
sense.
my country.
Accepting,
That's
repeating,
right.
saying shame on you,
We
shame on
don't
you.
stand for
I love
violence.
Marwaris. I
Not
love
What is that you stand for?
I
You
love
stand for
Bengalis.
nothing.
And you
You stand for
I love
supporting
Kannada.
Gundas.
I love my
You
identity
you
as a
stand for
Kannadiga.
supporting
Promoting
people vandalizing
violence
public property.
in this state.
You stand
I-
for
It's going to ruin
degrading
I love
Grand
to
Bangalore.
ruin the growth
You
trajectory
stand
not-
for
that this
not
state
aware
has
that
been.
hurting the
identity is
sentiments
under
of
question.
7 crore Kannadigas. You stand for everything that is going against the state today. And you are
think you
sitting
should
here and
stop
saying
your-
that
you should stop
you
your
take pride in
rap.
Kannada?
You should stop
Just
your
you
rap
back
songs.
into politics,
And really
ruining
think
a-
about it.
Kannada
With
Thai
such
is
beautiful
ashamed of you,
culture,
Tanvir.
with such
I take-
great,
Somebody is taking your name.
ಕಟ್ಟುವೆವು ನಾವು ಹೊಸ ನಾಡೊಂದನ್ನು
Ashamed of you.
ರಚಿಸುವುದೊಂದನ್ನು.
history.
You are there.
That's what you're doing. And it's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate that you do not find it in us yourself to
Kannada,
condone the violence, to
if
condone
my
the vandalism,
identity
to
is
condone
under
the
question,
extortion
I would go
which
to
is
any
happening in
level.
the name of
That is
culture.
what I want to really
What do you mean by any level?
My identity is questioned. I am going to go to
You know,
any level. Only when I'm asking
I'd like to say something here.
Board in Kannada, do you have
I'd
any
like
problem?
to step in for a moment to give my view on what is going on from a national perspective, Tanvir. Tanvir, I would like to say something. I will just take 1 minute, 30 seconds. I believe that truly this country needs more nationalism. I am also from Assam, right? I am a proud Assamese. I speak Bengali. We run a Bengali channel,
as
a
an
Bangla
Indian,
channel,
don't question our
right?
Kannadiga
Republic
nationalism.
Bangla. We run a Kannada channel, Republic Kannada.
We would be
Point is this, Tanvir, you have to hear me. Tanvir, you have to hear me fully before responding. You have to hear me fully before responding. And I need to say something to you, and I don't think I'm willing to be interrupted for the next 1 minute. So I will ignore your interruptions, but I will say something. And you should hear me because you'll learn something. You see, today, the fundamental premise of the India Alliance is that India is not a nation. What the India Alliance says openly, and Rahul Gandhi said it somewhere 3 days back, that in their view, India is only a union of states, some kind of a constant, we need to negotiate and agree to be together. We are not even a nation, right? This is a fundamental point which Rahul Gandhi and Congress is saying, that India is not a nation. Now remember, there are crores of migrants also in Karnataka. Okay, there are people who will know Kannada, there are people who will not know Kannada. Please don't over-regionalize everything. I respect the need for everyone to learn the language, and I agree people should learn the language. But you see, you have said on December, Siddaramaiah says you cannot survive in Karnataka if you don't speak Kannada. Dayanidhi Maran of the DMK says, Hindi speakers from UP and Bihar clean toilets in Tamil Nadu. Mamata Banerjee is bringing in a state anthem for West Bengal. Right? The Telangana Chief Minister, Revant Reddy, says, my DNA is Telangana, KCR's DNA is Bihar. KCR's caste is Kurmi, They migrated from Bihar to Vijayanagaram. Telangana DNA is better than Bihar DNA. The point I'm trying to make is if I look at the statements of Revant Reddy, Dayanidhi Maran, Mamta Banerjee and Siddaramaiah together, I also look at that with the statements of Rahul Gandhi that India is not even a nation. We are some kind of a constant negotiation between states. Then the real danger is that over-regionalizing everything and building an atmosphere for hatred towards people who speak other Indian languages.
Can I speak, please?
Or other languages. This can create, instead of a feeling of pride for one's own language, a feeling of hatred for other languages. And I truly believe that pride should not come along with any amount of hatred for other languages. Therefore, I think you need a peaceful resolution to this issue. Besides which, I am suspicious. Okay. Abhishek, let me tell you, it is impossible, Abhishek, that this issue has suddenly come up.
You have to give me 10.
Were there no English signs in Bengaluru in July? Were there no English signs in Bengaluru in January or 1 year back? Why is it suddenly come up? There has to be a political angle behind this. No, that is my point.
10 days after
so let's not be blind about it.
Missed out a very important.
Why is this erupting 10 days after the president of the KRV meets with DK Shivkumar? That is also an interesting question.
1 minute.
Asked.
One sec. Rashmi, one sec.
Abhishek is saying something.
See, in the India Alliance meet, Nitish Kumar says to TR Balu from the DMK, we will not translate my speech in Hindi for you. You should learn Hindi. It's okay for 40% of India to say you must learn Hindi. It is okay for Hindi to be imposed. It is okay to replace IPC evidence with names like Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita, with names. Arey bhai, understand, for South Indians, learning Hindi is difficult. I've been learning Hindi for 25 years. I'm still learning Hindi.
Okay.
And I speak Hindi on Republic Bharat. But why can't a Hindi speaker learn Kannada? Okay, you don't want English. You want Hindi to.
Now tell him what happened. Bengaluru's migrants are over 50% of the population there.
Yes, that is the problem.
Would they feel threatened?
We are losing our identity as Kannadigas. I live in Uttar Pradesh. If I have to survive in Uttar Pradesh, I have to speak Hindi. So I speak Hindi. Why can't a person?
How are you losing your identity? How are you losing it? Explain this.
Of course, you just said it. 50% of Bangalore are 25% of Bangaloreans speak Kannada. That is it. You rarely hear Kannada on the streets of Bangalore. Today, a Kannadiga has to learn Hindi to survive in Bangalore.
Is it true really, or are you exaggerating?
Of course. If you want to survive
Definitely not, Arnab. I think Abhishek is exaggerating this issue. We do understand that there are a lot of migrants in Bangalore.
Prashant,
but it's not that you can't survive in Bangalore now without Kannada. They're over-exaggerating. At the same time, please ask them, whether are they supporting the violence? All of us stand for Kannada pride. We want Kannada is a classical language. We want upliftment of the language. Are they standing with the writers? Are they supporting the people who are damaging the public property?
I don't have a problem.
The guys of love for language.
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem. I said that some people may not understand.
You have people speaking
Hindi. I said some people watching here may not understand.
You have people speaking Hindi on your English channel every debate. Why can't I speak Kannada?
No, you can speak Kannada. 100% you can speak Kannada.
Why is it that?
But you must translate it for me also. You must translate it so I can understand.
That is true. Exactly. But then they will say, Arey, ye India hai.
Arnab.
What? Everybody in India has to speak Hindi. That is why we say
these are the same Kannada.
Why are you deviating? Why are you bringing in Hindi here? Talk about the goons rampaging. Talk about them holding people to ransom.
What is the big problem?
Talk about they damaging public property and private establishments. Where is the issue of language coming in here? You're damaging public properties. There is a law. Please follow the law.
Prashant versus Abhishek.
The BBMP rule book says 60% signage in Kannada. It is law of the land. It is followed.
Who are from Karnataka Rakshana Vedike?
Your party imposes Hindi on us. You people impose Hindi on us. Say, learn Hindi. You have no place in this country because you don't speak Hindi. You come and live in South India and say, learn Hindi. You come to Bangalore and say, Kannada gottilla.
What is this separatist attitude now talking about North India versus South India? This is exactly the Ghamandiya Gathbandhan's language. The India Alliance talks this. Dividing people on
should we take this?
Areas saying North India, South India. Now we are bringing in language debate. It's only to divide the people of the country who are doing this. This is not your love for the language. It is only to divide the people. You are towing the line of Stalin and the other India Alliance partners.
मैं आपके साथ हिंदी में बहस करूंगा, मैं आपके साथ तमिल में बहस करूंगा. मेरे लिए कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है भाई. मैं हिंदी सीख सकता हूं ना. मैं कन्नडिगा हूं, मैं हिंदी सीख सकता हूं. अरे तुम अगर बिहारी हो, बंगाली हो, तो तुम कन्नड़ा सीखो. Are you telling me non-Bengalis in Calcutta don't speak Bengali? Of course they do. Are you telling me non-Tamilians in Chennai don't speak Tamil? Of course they do.
Rashmi on the left. Rashmi is countering you.
This is the largest of the Kannada people.
You learned Hindi because you want to. Nobody held a gun to your head. Nobody beat you up to learn
You can't live in
Hindi. At the same rate, you cannot force someone to learn Kannada just because you learned Hindi.
No,
you learned Hindi because you want to. You can't force somebody to learn Kannada. You just need to win them over with culture, win them over with love, which is the Kannadiga culture.
You are from Udupi. I would want to learn Tulu.
To be a Kannada.
It is my life's dream to learn
Even
Tulu.
I learned Hindi because I wanted to. But nobody held a gun to my head. We cannot force somebody. We cannot extort somebody. We cannot, violate somebody physically to make them learn a language. We can only win them over with love, which is our culture. And what you're doing as a lawyer, it is shameful that you're not even finding it in yourself to condone violence, to condone the very fact which is bringing bad repute, disrepute to Bengaluru. And please, Karnataka.
But somewhere isn't this going too far? I'm getting very, very concerned. And I take exception to one statement that you made out here. I found a very, very important statement. 1 minute. If you start saying, I want to know. 1 minute. Tanveer, 1 minute. Tanveer. Today, 1 minute, Tanveer.
Can I have 10 seconds,
Tanveer,
please?
listen. Our friend Abhishek Sudhir, in an attempt to play this card, has started talking about the traffic in Bangalore. In other words, no, this is not a laughing matter. It's a dangerous thing. He is blaming the traffic in Bangalore on non-Kannada speaking people.
On migrants.
No, on migrants.
Exploded. Of course it has.
So the traffic has gone up because people are coming to Bangalore. The traffic is not bad because enough roads and underpasses and overbridges have not been created. The traffic has been created because of non-Kannada speaking people who have come into Bangalore. So now everything, traffic, pollution, crime.
Bangalore has the best weather. Bangalore has the best people.
So
you don't have to learn Kannada to live in Bangalore.
So you want all non-Kannada speaking people to be
Or if the star is punctured, he'll also pay more Kannadigas. It's like
It is not about learning the language. Are you standing with people who are damaging the properties? Why are you diverting?
Kind of hatred.
This is what Congress has been doing. You're diverting the issue, saying that it is migrants not talking language. It is not about somebody talking Kannada, not talking Kannada. You're taking this blame game to a different level. Now please come on record to say, are you supporting the actions of the Karnataka Rakshana Vedike? Are you supporting the goons who vandalize the property in the name of love for Kannada? Are you standing with them?
Yes,
Tanveer is shamelessly
I am
nodding his
supporting.
head
Yes,
that he's standing with
yes, I am supporting.
Abhishek,
Yes, Abhishek, I am supporting. Abhishek, I am supporting.
Saying that what Tanveer is saying is right.
Abhishek, I am supporting.
What sort of a situation are we in now? You're supporting the people who are vandalizing the properties, and Tanveer shamelessly not. And you have no choice but to support him now.
Rap song is stopped.
Nothing but in the alliance of
Abhishek, come on, man.
Call it out.
Please, Prashant, Abhishek,
And to see that
Prashant, take some time. Let me just speak. Arnab, Rashmi, 1 second. Rashmi, can I speak for 10 seconds? Arnab, we as Indians, we really are very proud, and as Kannadigas, we are really proud. We are just staying from past 20 years only to change banners. We are asking, let the banners be in Kannada. Is it a mistake? When we are asking, let us protect, promote and propagate our language and our culture, is that a problem? It is lying there for past 20 years. You come here, you make money. Absolutely no problem. No problem. You have become billionaires, millionaires. No problem. But please respect our language, our culture. Kannada balisi, ulisi, belisi anta ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. That's all we are asking. And this been for last 20 years. Now they are really saying that it is political. Siddaramaiah met, DK Shivakumar met. Man, the KRV leader has already met even Yediyurappa. So can I accuse that Yediyurappa has instigated violence? Absolutely no. I am requesting all the Gujaratis, Marwaris, Sindhis, Bengalis, everybody who are there in Karnataka, we love you. But please love our language. Please love our culture. Please be proud to have the Kannada identity. That's all we are asking. ಬಾರಿಸು ಕನ್ನಡ ಡಿಂಡಿಮವ ಓ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಹೃದಯ ಶಿವ. That's all we are saying.
There are ways to do it. There are ways to do it. There are ways to do it, but by targeting Lamborghini, Decathlon, and BMW and Starbucks, I am not sure that targeting BMW, Decathlon, Lamborghini, Starbucks, that you are going to solve the problem here. And I condemn the statement made by Abhishek Sudhir that the traffic problem in Bengaluru is because people have come from outside. You can have pride in your own religion and culture, but you cannot have dislike and hatred for others.
It's a fact.
And Bengaluru is a melting pot. It is one of the biggest metropolitan cities of the country. And I think the visuals we saw today, you should all be very, very concerned. I thank you very much.